Let me begin by saying that these last few months have been quite challenging. I've had extended house guests, battled a tooth infection, and dealt with ongoing neck issues. Growing older certainly comes with a share of bothersome aches and pains. Tasks around the house have been particularly difficult to tackle daily. Have you ever felt like you're cleaning endlessly, yet it seems like nothing gets done? That's been the norm for me lately. My motivation hit rock bottom, and I could feel depression seriously starting to seep in, because I can't stand to live in a messy space, and neither can my husband. My husband kept asking me if I had made a video, but the thought of setting up this camera felt like an overwhelming chore. Sometimes I think that I could start cleaning a space, and then halfway through, I could start my camera up. I didn't want anybody to see the mess. However, I couldn't bring myself to engage in such dishonesty. Then one day, I made a decision. Even if just one person was waiting for one of my videos, I owed it to them to follow through. And you know what? You all lifted me out of the dark space and brought me back into the light. I am so incredibly grateful for each and every one of you. And I figure now is a good time to share with you some tips that often help me when I'm feeling overwhelmed. Because even during all of this, I know that you see that my kitchen is a terrible mess. It wasn't like this the whole time. This is a build-up from a day of just not doing things in there. And it gets bad pretty quick because it's a small space. But here are the tips that I have for you. Set small goals, break your tasks into smaller, more manageable steps. And I often do that. When you see me sweeping the floor and getting everything together in one space, it's so that I'm not walking back and forth and I can just micro-focus on that space. Pick up all the bags, pick up all the trash, pick up all the dirty laundry, do all the things in that space that need to be done, and then hopefully I can move on. During the time that I was struggling, I was able to set up them small tasks and say, okay, we have to have dishes to eat, and people need clean towels and clean clothes. And I was able to focus and do those things. Even though it was a struggle, I was able to set them small tasks up and manage them so that everybody had what they needed during the day. Another one is to please always prioritize self-care. Make time for the activities that replenish your energy, whether it's a hobby, a walk, or even just simply resting. I'm not going to lie, I took lots of naps. I did a lot of crafting because crafting for me is an escape, which maybe I escaped too much of my responsibilities a little bit, but mental health wise it was helpful for me, and I was able to spend time doing some of those things even with Isabella, beside me doing the same things. We learned air dry clay, we did some painting, just a lot of different things, creating things to just kind of replenish the energy in the house. Another is to seek support. Lean on your community, either online or offline. And I will tell you that coming back online to really make a real video, it pushed me forward to get things done, because I felt that I was, in some sense, I was being watched. Once a camera was set up and it was running, I knew it was go time, and I just pushed forward, and the feeling of cleaning in that endless circle sort of disappeared. I was able to focus and get done what I needed to do. So you guys really did help. Celebrate small wins. Like I said, getting the laundry done for the day on some of those really bad days. Making sure that people had clothing and towels and, clean sheets. Even if the laundry was piling up, I could still celebrate that people had what they needed, that I still did what I needed to do for the people in my home. Be kind to yourself. This is one that I struggle with because, like at the beginning of the video, when I said that nobody is going to be harder on me than me, That's the very truth, and this is something that I need to remember, that it's okay to have off days, off weeks, off months, because it happens. Life sometimes just isn't always easy. I've been dealing with a lot of things, even things past what I can discuss on here. There's some pretty serious stuff going on with some of my kids, and it's not always easy to process that type of stuff, because you raise them a specific way and you think that you did everything that you could to give them the best start in life, and the world just finds them and chews them up, and there's nothing you can do but sit back and watch and maybe give advice. But sometimes you give advice and they don't want it, so it is what it is. But anyway, I am going to let you watch some more of this video, and I'm going to put just a little bit of music on, and then we will talk some more.
Right now it's all falling apart. Right now you don't know where to start. Right now the walls are caving in. Right now you don't know where to begin. Right now you're searching high and low. And right now you don't know where to go. Right now you hear the thunder roar. Right now it feels like you lost the war. Call on me, I'll hold you when you cry. Call on me, I'll get you through to the other side. Call on me, help you ease your pain. And if you only knew that I'm right here for you, call on me. Right now you're fading to the dark. Right now you lost your every spark. Right now you struggle to let go. Right now pain is all you know. Call on me, I'll hold you when you cry. Call on me, I'll get you through to the other side. Call on me, I'll help you ease your pain. And if you only knew that I'm right here for you, just call on me. Lay your weary head and get some rest. Time will mend what's broken in your heart, and you'll find the missing part.
So what do you do when you're in a slump and you just can't seem to get back on track? I'd be interested to hear the things that you do that help, or the things that you've tried that maybe helped or didn't help, or if you take any type of medication to help, or if it helps. I personally take medication for depression, but that doesn't mean that I'm never going to be depressed again. I'm still a human being, and I still have feelings and thoughts and ideas. It doesn't change your personality. It just, for me, sort of takes the edge off things. So I'd be interested to hear in the kind of things that you do to help with feeling overwhelmed, depressed, anxiety, any of those things that stop you from doing what you need to do during the day. How many of you use crafting as a way to cope with depression and anxiety and so forth and so on? Crafting gives me something else concrete to focus on, to get my focus away from negativity or things that are bothering me. I love to make things both for myself and others around me, so it brings joy not only to myself, but to others that I love as well. And that's a win-win. I love working with watercolors, acrylic paints, clay, both polymer, and now my newest one is air dry clay. I sew. I do a lot of Cricut crafting with my Cricut machine. I've done some sublimation, which is using certain types of ink on products to create a very vivid image, like you would see on t-shirts. I've done computer graphic design, a lot of things. And years ago, I used to collect dolls, reborn dolls. They're dolls that look like real babies. They're not for play. They're a collector's item. They usually can be anywhere from $50 all the way up to $2,000. I never owned any $2,000 dolls, but I owned some very interesting dolls. I had a huge collection. In fact, I had a doll that was bigger than my then 5-year-old son at the time. She wasn't a baby, but she was, made to be a young girl. And when we moved to a smaller place, I gave my collection up because there really was no room. And I was past that point in my life where I really felt that I needed them, because I went through a phase where we weren't going to have any more kids, and we wanted more kids, but we couldn't have them. And I started collecting my dolls, and it was a reason to go out and do that cutesy fun stuff of buying baby clothes and dressing them and just, playing with my girls with them, and, just a way of quelling off some of that sadness. Well, the other day, not that I feel that type of sadness anymore, because obviously I'm well past that stage, and I still have Bella too, so I went and I bought one off Temu, and I thought to myself, let's just see what this thing looks like. And I did not think it would look like the pictures, but when it came today, she was adorable. Okay, little pierced ears and a soft little head, and all the little baby features. And the thing that I have been thinking lately is I don't really want to get back into collecting them. I don't want to necessarily feel that surprise of pulling them out of the box for the first time and seeing them and whatever. I'm not wanting to do that. I think that more, I want to create them. I want to paint them and watch them sort of come to life in a sense that I'm creating them, and maybe even, create my own collection, or, give them to people in nursing homes, because I've heard that they do help people with dementia and things like that. Or, just do something nice with them, even if it was to gift one to a little girl or anything. But I would just love to create something like that. They're amazing and detailed, and to me they're interesting and fun. But we'll see how that goes. That's a very expensive, time-consuming hobby, and I already have a lot of expensive and time-consuming hobbies, as you all can tell. But Anywho, I'm trying to think of what else I wanted to tell you guys. In this video clip right here, you can see I'm throwing laundry over, and I believe that was the last amount of laundry that I had, because I worked on laundry, I kid you not, for 2 days straight. My laundry was so built up. Even though I had kept up enough to keep people in clothes and enough towels and, you know, just the minimum of what everybody needed. You know, the laundry just built up. It was out of control. It was climbing up my doorway. It was terrible. And as you saw, I even had laundry sitting on my kitchen floor. I will tell you, I hate having that washer and dryer in the kitchen, but it never fails. Everywhere we move, it ends up in the kitchen, because that's where the hookups are. And no, I cannot put them in my basement. My basement is old and disgusting, and I would never put my machines down there. There's nowhere else for them, only the kitchen. I think what I need really is just some bifold doors, and maybe to bring that one wall out a little bit to fit a hamper in there, and just close the doors. I would love to just close the doors and not look at the laundry. The worst thing is they all leave their laundry upstairs, and I kick it down the stairs, and then it's in the way down at the bottom of the stairs, and I drag it into the kitchen, and then it's in the way in there, and then somebody goes to the store, and the bags end up on the floor, and, you know, you saw the mess. You see what it becomes. Oh, there's my Reynolds wrap I couldn't find. What else is in here? Just clothes. And my scent oils that I couldn't find too. There they are. Aha. Yep. My pajamas and my dog spray is there. And my big bed protector. And there I am dragging it into the hallway so it can be brought upstairs. And if you're wondering why my trash bag is hanging on the wall, I had brought the trash can outside to hose down and clean it out because it was getting dirty, because the liner wasn't getting put in it. Another bad habit of mine. And I've decided to repurpose this basket and put some of my smaller things that keep wanting to fall behind the machine in it. Here I am cleaning off the crumbs. Good thing I have hands, right? I'm still going to keep my cloths in one of my baskets, although I do need to get up there and fold those cloths up because I just sort of threw them up there. And if you're wondering what the spray is, I think it's LA's Totally Awesome. It's strong. I don't know why I grabbed that, but I did. It doesn't smell particularly great, but I used it anyway, probably just because it's the first thing that I grabbed. My son asked me why I had vinegar on top of the washing machine, and I think you all probably know why. I've been using it in my rinse cycle on and off just to pull some of the residue out of the clothes, especially my towels, to keep them softer. And it does help a ton. I don't use it every single time because I am a chemical scent kind of girl. And there you can see I'm wearing my new Crocs, and if you look at it on my left foot, it's tight as heck because I have a swelling in my foot, and one foot's completely a whole size bigger, and I'm going to tell you in my next video how I solved that problem with that Croc. I say Croc, but it's a Walmart cheapy Croc. My kids call them foamers. But yep, I'm getting the floor swept up, and there's Miss Lulu, and I bet you can guess what she's doing. She is waiting for the crumbs. There she goes. Yep. There she goes. She just ate a piece of dog food that I swept out from under the stove. It must be delicious, I'm sure. Oh, ran away with it. I have started walking her up and down my street because she is getting so plump. Oh boy, is she getting plump. And I think I need the walking too, because I'm on the plump side as well, so. In comes Miss Bella. Not sure what she was doing. I think she was asking me something. She's so tall and pretty. I love her. And cleaning this broom off. This thing was collecting hair from every end. Time to wash the floor. Lucky's like, I don't know about this. He's gonna get out of the way, I guess. 17 years old and he's finally learning. But I'm washing my floor with, I believe I have Fabuloso in my mop. I took the cover off the mop. Oh my goodness. And I filled it with water and Fabuloso. I don't remember which smell it was, but I think it was the pink one. And it does a pretty good job on these cheap linoleum or vinyl tiles. I do have a couple little spots on the tiles that are white, and a subscriber, Beth, said that, with all the markers that I have, which are art grade permanent markers, I must have one that would match some of the little white spots on the tiles that had come up. And I'm sure she's right. I've actually got to still try it. I'm making pork for dinner, but the two girls, which is Bella and my son's daughter Tala, did not want pork. They wanted pizza rolls, so that was fine by me. It wasn't much more work to just throw them in. So that's what they had. And you want to let these things cool off, because let me tell you, they are hot when they come out of the air fryer. That sauce is something else. And I'm just going to cut this pork up, and let me tell you, it was still partially frozen, and problems. Did I have problems? My knife did not want to go through it, even though they are razor sharp. And I know they're razor sharp because one slipped in my hand the other day and cut through my nail. That was fun. But I was praying the entire time that I was cutting this up that I didn't chop my finger off or something. I probably should have just microwaved it a little more, but I didn't really want to end up cooking it in there either. We buy those big pork loins, so what I do is I just cut them into roast size, and if I decide that I do not want to make a roast, I cut them into center cut pork chops. But tonight, and I don't know why, I ended up frying them in the pan, and I don't even know why I did that. They didn't come out very good. Let me just tell you what happened. They were cooking in the pan on what I thought was low. I thought that I had turned them down, but I did not turn them down. I somehow turned them up, and I had to run to the bathroom. And when I was up in the bathroom, which is pretty much directly over the kitchen, after I was in there for like a minute or two, I smelled something, and I thought to myself, how can it be that this pork smells like it's burning? So I sat there for a second, and I'm smelling it, and I'm like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. So I come downstairs, and sure enough, it had caught on in the bottom. And literally, I was so disgusted with myself. I just picked the pork off the top that wasn't burnt, and that's what everybody had. I didn't even eat. I was just ticked off. I really messed that up. But the good thing is I made it in my stainless steel pan, so all I had to do was soak the pan, and it all came right out. And oddly enough, even though it had burnt to the bottom of the pan, pulling the ones off the top didn't seem to affect them. They didn't seem to taste that way at all, so, because I tasted one and it seemed to taste fine, but nobody noticed that I had burnt it. It was my little secret. But anyway, I think the girls were probably glad that they had pizza rolls. So, and I just ate the macaroni stuff, the pasta. But yeah. So anyway, I think I have talked to you to the point you're probably getting a headache. So I'm going to pick another quick song and I'm going to let you listen to it. And then I'm going to come back and we'll chat a little bit more.
I'm feeling clearer, the moments are realer. A weight off my shoulder, let me touch the sky. I'm seeing in color, I'm living in wonder. I'm right here now. I'm gonna dance in the light, I'm gonna shout out for joy. I'm gonna live out this life like I never had before. I'm gonna take every breath as if I had no more. I'm gonna sing every song, yeah. I'm gonna open up my heart and I'm gonna dance in the light. Yeah, I'm gonna dance in the light. It was too long, I suffered inside. I was locked in my mind and almost lost my soul. Cause all me was tangled and caught in my ego. But I'm right here now. I'm gonna dance in the light, I'm gonna shout out for joy. I'm gonna live out this life like I never have before. I'm gonna take every breath as if I had no more. I'm gonna sing every song, yeah. I'm gonna open up my heart and I'm gonna dance in the light. Yeah, I'm gonna dance in the light. I'm gonna dance in the light. Yeah, I'm gonna dance in the light. I feel your love, it's in the breeze, on every smile that I see. I close my eyes and hear your melody. It's inside of me. It's inside of me. I'm gonna dance in the light. I'm gonna shout out for joy. I'm gonna live out this life like I never have before. I'm gonna take every breath as if I had no more. I'm gonna sing every song, yeah. I'm gonna open up my heart and I'm gonna dance in the light. I'm gonna dance in the light. I'm gonna dance in the light.
I apologize that I was unable to include any home sounds in this video, and the next one that I put up, which should be coming out Friday, I'm going to say, it will include home sounds. I want to thank you all for being here, and as always, happy cleaning. May your day be filled with joy and ever so much happiness. See you in the next one.